What's happening, everybody out there on YouTube? Bryson Michael RC here, and you guys can see today I've got the Easy Denture right here. Easy Denture. If you guys have seen my previous videos, I'm trying to save anybody and everybody as much money as I possibly can by showing you guys the DIY denture options that you guys have out there. So this is just, I never meant on making any of these videos ever. And I never meant to even go public with showing anybody any of these options and people knowing that I even have dentures or anything like that. But I made the first Amazon one without my face even being on it. And it got a ton of watches and likes and a ton of questions. And so I just decided to reach out to Now Denture and have them see if they would send me the ones that I'm wearing now, because I never got a chance to actually show how they were made. And that started this whole process of just trying to find anything and everything that is a good option for you guys out there. So I reached out to Easy Denture here, and they want to get in on this as well. So I set something up with them. No money has changed hands. You guys can go back and watch any one of my previous videos if you guys want to. I'm going to try to not talk about the competitor in this video. I only wanted to mention that first part because I did mention Easy Denture for a second in the other one as well. So from here on out, this is just an Easy Denture video so you guys can see it. But definitely make sure you guys go back and watch some of my other previous videos. And directly after this video, I'm going to be putting another video out that's going to be comparing the two together so you guys can make the right choice for you. Now Denture or Easy Denture. You guys can decide. Anyways, we've got the Easy Denture here. And let me tell you, I already got these three unboxed here. These are the smalls. These are the larges. They're small, medium, medium, large is what the sizes are. And unlike the other one, there's only two sizes. The reason being is because with Easy Denture, you can actually move the teeth and gum part. You can flex it in and out to get it to fit you and contour to your ridge a little bit more easier than the other one. Let's just say that. So I wanted to just leave one in here so you guys can see how this comes out of the box. Easy Denture, this is how they ship. They don't ship them together. So you get one plate per box. It comes in a thing like this. It's got this little deal, and where'd it go? Did it slip down in here? Where'd it go? Oh, did I grab the wrong box? I did. I put this pair on the wrong box top. So sorry, let's do that again. I'm only human. So there we go. So it comes like this. You see your plate sitting on here. The one thing I will say in this Easy Denture, I'm going to send this video to you guys so you guys can watch it. This little sticker on the top, I don't like it, and nobody would. And it might be implications, I don't know. So you can reach out to Easy Denture all you want. They've got an awesome support team. They got right back a hold of me when I reached out to them. But it says, if broken, not returnable. And the reason I don't like that is that implies that if this gets shipped and something were to happen in transit, that you cannot return these and get a new pair. And if that's the truth, then I don't like that at all, because these types of dentures and these types of DIY projects are the type of thing that people get that don't have the money for things, that are spending their last dime on stuff. And yes, they're tons cheaper because a regular pair of dentures is like you can go to Affordable Denture and get some really crummy ones for like $1,200, but then they shoot up for like $3,000 to $7,000 and even higher than that after that. So the people that are getting these are the people who they can't afford anything else. And when they spend their last $400 so they can get a pair of teeth and they come in broken, that's gotta be devastating. Devastating. So I don't like that sticker. I really don't. And even if you refuse to, putting that on here is, oh, man, I don't like it. I really don't. Anyways, let's go on with the teeth themselves here. What I will say about these, and you guys will see more in the comparison video where I get a little bit more in detail on these. Looks like they come, let's show you the large because they're a whole lot easier to see. Looks like you come with a little bit more naturally shaped teeth. They are kind of a matte finish, so kind of a more rough texture to it. So not as like bone feeling as like teeth or anything. But that probably has to do with the plastic that it's made out of that allows it to flex. And I'm wondering, and we'll see before the end of this video, I'm wondering if after you've put them in the hot water and you've actually flexed them and formed them and stuff, if you can run your fingers along and smooth that out. There are a little bit of rough edges and stuff on here, but I don't know quite as much about these, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. And these look really good. I mean, they look very natural. Let's do the large ones with the large bottoms, and I assume that they don't match up that well right off the bat because you're going to be matching up with your ridge and not the actual ridge that it's already coming in. So there, right there is the teeth themselves. Like I said, they're going to match up to your ridge. And one of the benefits of matching up to your own ridge, unlike the other one, one of the really big benefits of matching up to your own ridge, I think, is if you have an overbite. And then you get this little sanding block in here. So a lot of people in the comments will leave something along the lines of, you're going to have jaw pain because you can't match your bite force and things like that. The one good thing is these types of dentures always include a little sanding block here. So you can take like a little slip of paper and you can bite down and you can see where your ridge doesn't match up. And in fact, you can just bite yourself and you can see where it's kind of off. And then you can go afterwards and you can take that sanding block and really kind of fine out your teeth and make sure that they are setting exactly how you want them to eat with them and stuff like that. I've never had any issue with mine. And that's probably because the ones that I have already match up. They come matched up. But this is one of those things that I don't know how well that does with like an overbite or an underbite. Or if somebody has like my gums, it takes a lot of building up on in some instances. My gums have, you would expect both of your gums to be like this, straight out, you know? But what my gums do is they go like this and like that. So if I were to put the back together, they would be like that because my front teeth on the bottom, my front teeth on the top were bigger. So they're not perfectly level like some of the other types of dentures and stuff like that. So what this kind of allows you to is match more to your ridge rather than matching the heat mold material on the inside to your ridge and keeping the same form of the teeth themselves. So I can see how this would net benefit a lot of other people more. And in the comparison video, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more on that. There you go. Let me show you guys those again. That's the large ones. And then I will show you guys these don't fit. Like I said, these are more aimed at fitting in your mouth than fitting together as they are. But let's see if I can hold these at the same time. It's kind of hard to do. Kind of hard to do. There we go. Okay, there we go. Small ones, large ones, and I didn't get those matched up at all, did I? There we go. You can tell the difference in size, and I'm going to show you a really good example here in a second of the difference in size between the small and the large. So it just kind of depends on what can fit in your mouth. I've got a really big mouth. I'm an ex-singer. So like my ridge, you can see, my ridge goes up really high, like really high. Gigantic mouth. I think it's because of all the singing and vibrating in your mouth, and I think it's just kind of gone up through time. A lot of people that I've seen that have dentures literally have this low of a ridge, and man, you must not have any room in your mouth. Like I can fit gobs of stuff into my mouth. So I love the bigger teeth. So let me show you guys this. This is where you can kind of really tell the difference in the two sizes. These have so much more, and these don't. Well, is it the same as before? Like in the other video that I made, they didn't really look like they were that much different. But when you see them with your own eyes, you can really tell how much difference they are. When I'm looking at this in the video, they look about the same size, but they're not. They're like way different. Let me see if I can match these up. And you can see how much the teeth stick back further on the other. And it may not look like that much, but in your mouth, a mere hair in your mouth seems like a baseball bat. You know what I mean? So just centimeters, millimeters, the most minuscule of millimeters makes a gigantic difference. You can see how much those ones stick down further and how much more plastic that one has coming down off of it. And how much wider this one is than this one. Like, it's way different in my eyes. You see how much bigger that one is for people with a big mouth. I'm almost thinking this medium one can fit in mine, honestly. The ridge of it, let me see if my ridge will just fit around this part. It kind of will. Another net benefit with the Easy Denture is, I'm going to put this in the comparison video, but you must know this, okay? One of the biggest comments I get when it comes to any of the denture videos that I make is, I don't need the bottom, but I need a top. Or I don't need a top, I just need a bottom. The other dentures that I showed you before, you have to have 0 teeth and just buy both. I'm telling you, you have to buy both because they match up with each other. They will not match up with what you have. They won't. And it being off by just a little bit, they will not match up. So that's one of those things that if you have 0 teeth, buy both, get them to fit together, go. That's literally what those are designed for. These Easy Denture, you can match these up because you're able to push the 2 sides in or pull them out to match your bottom ones. And the teeth are a little bit flexible so that whenever if you have a different bottom set or you still have a few teeth left and you're getting one, like say you get the top pulled first and you have a few left on the bottom, you can buy just one plate and you can flex these and stuff enough to where it can fit comfortably against your bottoms until you get the bottoms out or something along that line. These Easy Denture are truly what they say. They're the easier way to go about getting a full denture set that's gonna work and it's gonna hold you over, help you eat, help you get your smile back, help you be confident for now. I don't know how long they last or anything like that, but they are perfect in more scenarios than the other ones. But the other ones, in my opinion, I'm not even gonna say that one. I'll do the comparison. You guys can check out the comparison of that. So keep checking back for that. Let's go ahead and form these. Let's go ahead and make them. So I'm gonna get some hot water. I didn't tell you guys that in the last video. I'm gonna get some hot water, and throughout the video, I'm gonna push pause and go get more. So at all times, I'm going to have boiling hot water in front of me. Some of you think that the heat and mold is bad, and this heat and mold doesn't start to form as soon as you drink coffee or hot soup or anything like that. It doesn't do anything because it has to be in the hot boiling water for like 10 seconds or more before it activates. So you guys can still eat all the hot stuff that you want, okay? All of it. So don't worry about that. You guys don't see it, but I go back and forth into the kitchen and get more water and add it to it. So it's constantly boiling with hot water. It never cools down. Okay? In the last one, I never said that. And it was like I sat there for 15 minutes making these things and people are like, that's gotta be cold water, but yet it's activating still. And it's like, so you can't eat anything hot, I guess. And it's like, no, that's not the case at all. It's not the case at all. That's just a little bit of movie magic for you. I'm just gonna be hitting the pause button and coming back and doing it. But I'm gonna follow the directions perfectly on here, okay? All I'm gonna do, not like the other set where I had experience and I did what I typically do with it. With these ones, I'm going to actually follow the directions. I'm gonna put them in the water and I'm gonna press them in, and that's it. And I'm gonna see how they go. I'm gonna try to get them lined up perfectly on my ridge where the teeth are lined up perfectly on my ridge. And I'll show you guys what they look like and we'll kind of go from there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna constantly go back, we'll do the comparison video and then kind of show you the pros and cons, like which ones would work for which person the most. And I really think there's huge benefits in both of them. I really do. I really think, and I don't know if one's better than the other. when it comes to who it's going to benefit more. And it's good to have that research and to know what you're getting yourself into before you get one or the other. You know what I mean? So make sure that you keep coming back and you check back for that so you can get all the information that you can get. And then after the comparison video, we're going to do the live giveaway video, and I'll set a date for that in that comparison video. So you guys will know the exact date and time when we go live to do the giveaway. And then I'm going to wear these around for a little bit, and I'm going to do a little bit more, a few more videos to show you exactly how they are, just like I did my due diligence with the other one. I want to give everything a fair shake, and I want you to get the right ones that are made for you. So let me go get some hot water. The one thing that I will say that I truly like about Easy Denture is this here. I found these on Amazon, and Easy Denture makes these, and you can't find these anywhere else. It's like you have to buy a DIY, like a $35 DIY set in order to get extra heat and mold plastic. After a certain amount of time in certain foods and stuff, the gum doesn't change color for the most part, but the heat and mold part does just after time. And it's coarse. It like soaks in water and stuff like that. And after a certain amount of time, that heat and mold starts to change colors. It's not nasty. They get cleaned all the time. So I showed you guys my pair that I wore for a year, and some of you guys in the comments said that was super gross. And I get that. It looks gross, but they get cleaned every night, like completely cleaned. It's just that they start changing color. It's the nature of the beast. And nobody else just sells these individually by themselves, just the heat and mold. And these are shaped perfectly to go right in there so that your palette doesn't always look nasty, and you can always have extra heat and mold plastic, the right heat and mold plastic that actually goes with it, and that's the right color. And so even if you get a different pair, these are the right heat and mold stuff to use right here. So this does give you this whole sheet of directions showing you exactly how to do it step by step. Shows the boiling of the water. You put it in for 60 seconds to 1 minute. So these actually take longer to activate. Remove from water. Place teeth down in to cool for 60 seconds. So another minute to cool. Lick your lips, then place upper denture in your mouth, pushing it up towards the roof of your mouth. If the denture feels too hot, remove it. So it's making sure you don't burn your mouth. So you put it in for a minute and you take it out for a minute. Use a mirror to align your teeth. Slide your thumb up for your middle thing. Close your mouth and suck hard while pushing your thumb to the roof of your mouth. Hey, that's a really good idea. I actually never even thought of that. So, and then it shows your lower denture. 1 through 3, repeat, and then do that. So that's like some really good instructions there. Like really good. We'll try to follow them. So I got my boiling hot water. You can see it steaming. And take out what I've got. Place the tops in. I'll just kind of leave them in here for what I think is 60 seconds. Well, I guess I can look at my timer on my thing. Oh, I bet those holes in it are to help, because so it can like evenly distribute the heat into the gum. I'm just now seeing air bubbles coming up from them, and that's pretty cool. Just kind of waiting to see once it's malleable. There's 30 seconds. So that's cool. Takes a little longer. So now I understand why you take it out for 60 seconds, because trapping all that boiling hot water inside of those little holes, I can see how that can, there's 60 seconds there. Okay. I just want to see how it does bend. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. It's already a little pain in the front. No. Let's go and put those in. And we'll have to match the bottom to the top. These will take several times of doing. I feel like I got a boat in my mouth. I got that high ridge. It takes a while for these things to, holy cow. I can't talk with these so far. We will see. All right. Got like a massive overbite right now. These would take some getting used to. All right, let's put this back in and let's reheat these back up and see if we can mold some more. Should I an overbite? All right, that's what it ended up looking like after I put it in my mouth. Look how much is in the back. That's what I don't like right there. That's a lot of plastic in the back of your mouth. Like, I'd rather just cut all that off, like that much. But that, what I need is some cold water again. All right, let's do this again, because you can do this a lot of times. Whew. I got a razor blade here, just in case I need to slice any of that off. The thinner you make it, the more malleable it's going to be too. So, or the faster it's going to go. So, I can already tell she's getting there. That one like was hitting my ridge in the front. Just not comfortable while I was wearing it. We'll find out what that was. We will see. Okay, should be good. Says to wait a minute, but I'm used to it. I'm used to the heat automatically going in. Ah, that one was hot. How about let's do this? I'm gonna do kind of what I did with the other one. Kind of thin this out a little bit because that is just too much for me. Too much for me. Thin that out. Don't like it. Okay. Roll on. Draw. So while I was doing those, putting cold water on it to kind of harden it up a little bit, because there's just way too much plastic in this, and I need to cut some off. Some of you guys didn't like this in the last one, but I got a really bad gag reflex. I was trying really bad not to gag. I wish I had my knife. Ooh, I think I might have got myself. Wish I had my knife. I did. I got myself. And they probably recommend not to do this. I'm assuming probably every one of these companies recommends not to do this. But when you've got a gag reflex like mine, you got to. Cut into their gum plastic. I should have done that. I need my knife. I need my razor blade. My razor blade knife. So, take some of this off. I don't like it. Even if I cut through. Damn, this shit's harder to cut through. Way harder to cut through. I'm gonna come forward. You have taste buds on the roof of your mouth, so you don't want to completely do away with them. There we go. Trimmed them up. Nice and neat. Put them back in there. Well, that's going. I'm going to trim these off a tad because I don't need nearly that much. It doesn't say to do this, so. In fact, I watched a lady online who loves hers the way that they are. Thought it was an awesome product, but you should at least see if they'll still work for you, if they fit in your mouth more properly, you know? Maybe I should have just went with the mediums. They're probably going to be like, we're never having you review something again. Shit's flying everywhere. Right, that's heated up, I know. I'm gonna have to go through and pick up all this plastic. All right, let me go get some more. All right, so this one's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. You can tell by my talking. Feels a little more comfortable. I've got a few spots that I need to clear up and fix. It's got some weird taste to it. Can't quite put my finger on it. But it's got some weird taste to it. Like it's, I don't know if you've ever tasted like something medical. You know what I mean? Like it's been sterilized in alcohol. Which it probably has. That's good to note. There. I got a little bit more rounded like I like. See if that helps out. Well, yeah. Now I'm just gonna have to heat up the top part. All right, let's get these bottom ones to fit right. I just don't like these at all. I don't like how they're shaped. It's just not going in the way that it should. So let me pull these up. Probably gonna have to build them up in the back a little bit because my back gums in the back kind of swoop down a bit. So I'm gonna heat up a little bit of this stuff. Let's get it really hot. Some of this extra. I got a bunch of it all over the floor. Why not? Why not again? And why not again? There's a bunch of it. But it's starting to take shape. Oh. Drink and dance the night away the night. The teeth still haven't, like, went down. You know what I mean? Like, they still have that kind of matte finish to them. Okay, here we go. So, pull up a little bit of this. Put it into the side. There we go. Much better. You just roll it up, put it in, you can build it up like so. If you have one part of your gum that like mounds, like goes like this or like this, and it's not that straight across, you can take a little bit of this and roll it up like that and just stick it down up in there. And you push it in and it levels it. See? Much more level. So now, just a little bit left to go till they are not the best, but wearable. And then, like any other pair that I've shown you guys, they become wearable at first, and then off camera for a few days I go through and figure out how to make adjustments. Just running my tongue along. There you go. And now they're wearable. So that is these ones here. I'll just do the same thing I did in the other ones. Are they more natural? Are they not? What do you guys think? Here, let me get up close like I did in the other one. You can actually see my overbite in this one, because I actually do have an overbite. Not in the other one, but you can definitely see it in this one. Go straight on. Look, I'm probably gonna have to roll a bit up over here. Get them to kind of come down a bit. But for now, I'll make some adjustments, and then, I can bite with them. I'll do a little bit of shaving down and thinning out and stuff like that, and then I'll kind of tell you how comfortable they are and stuff, but there they are. Easy denture. Took me 15 minutes to get it to here. Took me 15 minutes to get it to wearable, where you can go out in public and you're not abashedly ashamed of anything, and you can have teeth and it'll look good. And then as time goes, you just keep heating them up and keep forming them and stuff. I think somewhere it says up to 20 some reheats, but you can do it more than that, like far more than that. These things can be reheated over and over and over again. This almost looks like my original teeth. So there you go. Easy denture, 15 minutes. I don't know how long the last one took. Easy denture. So this is gonna be another long video. So there's a lot going on in the back of your mouth on this one. I just wanted to show you guys I got them a whole lot better. They look a lot better. Actually shows my natural overbite. So I'm going to try to do some sanding, like maybe take that and see if I can get that smoother. But I rolled up some little pieces, just rolled them up and kind of stuck them along the ridge and kind of put them up in there to get a more of a flat look to it. And yeah, they look really good, I think. Easy denture, check it out. What do you think? Not as easy, but it's easy. Get you nice pair of choppers, at least. Now it's time to put a little bit of glue in it, make sure it doesn't come out, and try to eat with them today. We'll see how that works. See you guys. Have a good one.